Hey guys, Mr. Yisley here. So we're on to lesson number 13. And in lesson number 13, we're going to talk all about solving compound inequalities with the word and. All right, so these and compound inequalities. Now remember, and compound inequalities, all right, are one inequality with two symbols. All right, so they're going to be one inequality with two symbols. Also remember, when you graph them, it's going to be two circles with a line connecting them. All right, so how we solve these, to be honest, is really no different than what you've been doing to solve linear inequalities. You just now, instead of having two sides to your inequality, you're going to have three sides. So what you're going to find is the first thing you want to do is find your variable. All right, so find that variable, figure out what's being done to it. Now, it's pretty easy to find our variable on this one, because the variable will always be in the middle between the two inequalities, right? So it's always going to be in the middle between the two inequalities. We'll also never have any pre-solving steps. It's already going to be in a one or two step inequality. So find the variable, it's going to be in the middle, figure out what's being done to it. Now it might have one or two things being done to it, so pay attention to that, right? And then we're going to reverse those operations, all right? By undoing it. This is where we create the to do to undo list, right? And then, as I said before, whatever you do to undo that in the middle to get the variable by itself, right, you also have to do on both of the outsides. So you got to do it on the right and you have to do it on the left. Now remember that rule as well. When you're multiplying or dividing by a negative, that's going to reverse inequality symbols, right? So multiplying or dividing by a negative number, all right, that still applies. Now, remember, if you're multiplying by a negative on the right side, you're also going to be multiplying by a negative on the left side. So it's always going to switch both inequality symbols. So then last thing we want to do, solve the inequality. Goal, get the variable in the middle, right, of the inequality symbols and numbers on the outside. So you should have something like -3 is less than x, which is less than 4. Something along those lines, right? Always the variable by itself in the middle, numbers on the left and right. All right.